Have you bombed yet? Have you had any?
Yeah, what? I bombed once, so I made the mistake of relying on old jokes. So they asked me, I had Luis Diaz, I did a show with him, and he asked me maybe like a week before, he's like, hey, can you come on and do like 10, 15 minutes on stage? And I'm like, yeah. That day I wasn't in the best mood, and I didn't really write any material. I thought I'm just going to use the old material from before.
From how long before? Like what was the
maybe like a month before.
A month, okay.
But it was a crowd that didn't know me. So I relied on jokes catered to kind of that crowd, and it didn't go well at all. But it was a learning lesson to me where I was like, okay, poor preparation. What is it? The 5 P's or the 7 P's?
Drop it right
something.
Here.
But whatever. It's basically like prepare yourself. Like don't walk on stage confident ever. Study your lines, really cater your jokes to anybody, and that's where I learned how to generalize my jokes, and that's what prepared me for Tampa. Because when I hit Tampa, it was like anybody could watch my show and they're gonna laugh. I had a Canadian guy just walk in and buy tickets right then and there, and he was a fan by the end of the show. So that was all due to preparation and really leveling up my game. So I had to bomb to make that happen. That's super important for comics too. If you haven't bombed, you haven't succeeded.
The biggest comedians in the world bomb. Like, yeah, that's definitely a thing, man.
Yeah.
With bombing, you have to work on material too. Like, that's the thing about comedy. Like, you have to take risks, and you have to the craziest jokes. Like, I'm sure, touch certain places that you don't figure out off the first time telling it. You feel me? So it's like music, dog. They do, they parallel a lot in a lot of different ways, pero. The thing about comedy is like you gotta just keep going with it. You feel me? Because once you hear a joke once, se acabó.
And sometimes a joke won't work with a certain crowd, and then you might do it the next night, and it works again. So it's like art, and any art form is the same. You have painters, you'll have musicians, you have comics. It's all a form of art, and it's not for everybody. You're gonna have somebody that laughs. You're gonna have somebody that doesn't. That's not what it's about. There's a niche for everybody in art forms. It's just about being comfortable with yourself and getting up there and, like you said, take the risks. Like, if I don't take the risk, I'm not gonna know if this joke works, or maybe I didn't do it right. Maybe fix my delivery. Maybe fix the punchline. Maybe fix the build up to the joke. Maybe add something else that's gonna make it funny. It's the devil in the details.
Bars. So dog, you're doing you've done an hour already. So do you have any plans to do a special, like maybe a 20-30 minute special type shit?
I had plans to do one. The plans fell through, and it really didn't even have to do with the streaming services. It had to do with the camera crew that left me hanging like 5 days before I was gonna do the show. So I was going to do a taping, and then that kind of fell through horribly, and then I wasn't able to do it, which I'm kind of happy, because I wasn't even happy with the results of what I did. The show was good, but I hold myself to a different standard.
You only did one show, though, of filming?
To try to tape it. Yeah. I wanted to for the February show that I did here in Miami, which was like the Flavor of Love thing that I did. It was a risk.
Okay.
It wasn't terrible. People seemed to like it, but I felt like it wasn't to the standard of what I could have done. So I'm kind of happy the taping didn't happen. Hopefully in the future I would love to, but I'm gonna hold off until I'm positioned to really get it done.
But the Flavor of Love thing was more like a whole show, right? It was a whole production.
Yeah,
it wasn't like just it wasn't just you on stage doing comedy, no.
No. It was actually a show, very interactive with the crowd.
You brought people on. I've seen the clips, right? So okay. So yeah, dog. And as far as like the stream, you mean like if you did like a 20-30 minutes like a comedy special, you could like shop it to a streaming service? You wouldn't just put it like on YouTube type shit?
I don't know. That's a step that I haven't sat down to think about. I would have to sit and really say, okay, am I ready to take a step where I'm willing to put out that much material out there? Maybe it's not a terrible idea, but right now I'm not sure I'm there.
Got you. So want to build the material before you essentially burn it. I hear comedians say, I don't want to burn the material, because once it's out on the internet, it's out forever.
Yeah, it's burnt. Yeah.
You got to just work on new stuff. So okay, hell yeah. But yeah, that's why when you told me an hour, I was like, you're very advanced in the comedy, because to be able to even do an hour, it's a lot. So and también nowadays too with the crowd work's so prevalent. I think more than ever. A lot of people like go to shows expecting crowd work now, which is crazy. Which I think is wrong. I think crowd work is like the cherry on top if you're lucky type shit.
Not every comedian does it.
Not every one's supposed to do it, and even the ones that do it, I feel like shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it all the time type shit. You feel me? It should be like
It's a fun part of the show. It really makes it engaging, and the biggest reactions you'll get will be from crowd work. So
you think so?
Yeah, 100%. when you're up there and you make it live and people know it's improvised, like this is not bullshit. Like there's no plants in the crowd. Like this is real people that are there. It's different. Like people really engage and they get into it and they love laughing at each other, and that's the best.
So
man.
like it's almost like, because when somebody has a good joke, that like I feel like the best jokes are like, damn, I was thinking that, or that happens to me all the time. I can't believe I never thought of that. Like it's very relatable. So I feel like when crowd work happens, the crowd kind of looks at the person like, damn, that is true.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's kind of a live version of
that's how it works.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, for sure. And dog, but what advice would you give to somebody just getting on stage, even though your 8 shows deep?
Just get on stage.
Just get on stage.
Just get on stage until you get comfortable enough to where you're killing it. With time, anybody will get good at stand-up comedy if they really want to and if they're funny. If you're not funny, ask your fucking friends. Get off stage. If you're not funny, you'll know. You will know. Just stop it. Do something else. It's like music. Like tell your friends your music sucks. Tell your friends that their fucking music sucks. Please, there's certain people that their music just sucks. You're gonna help them at the end of the day. It's just like you're not funny friends. Tell them they're not fucking funny. Do them a fucking favor. Lead them in the right direction. Don't take the fucking horse to the desert. Take him to the motherfucking river to drink water. Please, for the love of God.